Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to figure out if companies are really telling us the whole story or just spinning a yarn today. We are diving into Gencor Industries Incorporated's latest report, and let me tell you, it looks like they are gearing up for something big, or maybe just giving us a status update on their machinery. Stick around to find out what's really under the hood. So first off, this is a current report filed on December 9th, 2025. Essentially, it is a heads up on important events happening with Gencor Industries. Think of it like a company shouting out a news bulletin because something significant just happened or is about to. This particular report is an 8K. This is a form that companies use to announce major events that shareholders should know about relatively quickly. It is not necessarily about the day-to-day running of the business, but more about the big milestones or shake-ups. The report itself is dated December 9th, 2025. This is the date they officially submitted this information to the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, which is the government body that oversees the stock market in the United States. We are talking about Gencor Industries Incorporated. They are incorporated in Delaware, and their ticker symbol that you would look for on the stock market is Genc. They are listed on the Nice American LLC. Now, the main reason for this 8K filing is pretty straightforward. On December 9th, the same day they filed this report, Gencor released their financial results for the entire year and the last quarter of fiscal year 2025. This is where things get interesting because financial results tell us how the company is doing money-wise. The actual press release with all the juicy financial details is attached as Exhibit 99.1. So effectively, this 8K is just the official paperwork to say, hey, we released these earnings, and here is the document. We're not going to go through the entire press release word for word because that would put you to sleep, but we will pull out the most important bits. What we usually care about with these reports are the financial numbers. How much money did they make? How much did they spend? Are they growing? Are they shrinking? This report doesn't deep dive into a huge financial table right here in the 8K itself, but it points us to that press release for those details. If this were a more detailed report like a 10Q or 10K, we would be dissecting balance sheets and income statements right now. However, the crucial piece of information is that they are announcing their full year and fourth quarter results. This means we can see the overall performance for the entire year and then zoom into the final 3 months of that year. Seeing both gives us a complete picture. So what can we infer from the fact that they released their earnings? It means they have closed their books for the year and are now sharing that performance with the public. Companies typically do this to keep investors informed and to give them an idea of the company's health and future prospects. When we look at earnings releases, there are always a few key things to watch. First, revenue. Did they sell more or less than last year's second profit? After all, expenses, did they actually make money? And third, future outlook. What do they expect to happen in the next year? Are they optimistic or cautious? Gencor Industries is known for making equipment used in road construction and paving. Think of the massive machines that lay down asphalt or crush rocks. So their performance is often tied to how much is being spent on infrastructure projects both by governments and private companies. If there are a lot of road building projects happening, then Gencor's business should be doing well. If those projects slow down, then Gencor might see a dip. This report doesn't give us the numbers directly, but it is the gateway to them. For investors, this is a critical moment. It is a chance to see if the company is on track with what management has been promising, or if there are unexpected challenges. You always want to see revenue growing and profits increasing. A company that consistently grows its revenue and its profits is generally a healthy company. The fact that they are filing an 8K specifically referencing the release of these results suggests that the results themselves are considered material information, meaning important enough for investors to know about promptly. They are not trying to bury this news. So while we don't have the exact percentages or dollar figures right here in this 8K filing, the story it tells us is that Gencor Industries has wrapped up its fiscal year and is now publicly disclosing its financial performance. This is a standard but vital part of corporate transparency. The next step for anyone interested would be to find that Exhibit 99.1 press release and really dig into those numbers. Now, looking at the bigger picture here, Gencor operates in a cyclical industry. Construction and infrastructure spending can be heavily influenced by economic conditions, government budgets, and interest rates. If interest rates are high, it can make it more expensive for companies to borrow money to fund construction projects. Conversely, if governments are stimulating the economy with infrastructure spending jobs, that would be good for Gencor. One thing to always look for in earnings reports is guidance. Management's outlook for the future can be just as important as the past results. Do they foresee continued growth, or are they warning of tougher times ahead? This helps investors gauge the long-term prospects for the company. For Gencor, specifically understanding their product lines is also key. Are they seeing strong demand for their asphalt plants or their soil stabilizers? For example, diversification within their product offerings can be a strength. If one product line is slow, they might have others that are performing well. So in essence, this 8K filing is like receiving an invitation to a financial performance party. It announces that the main course, the earnings report, is ready to be served. The real analysis happens when you get to taste that main course. To wrap it up, Gencor Industries has announced its full year and fourth quarter financial results for fiscal 2025 via a press release filed with the SEC. This is a key communication to shareholders and the market about the company's financial health. While this specific filing is brief, the accompanying earnings release is where you will find the detailed story of their performance. We need to see those numbers to truly assess if Gencor had a strong year or if there are headwinds on the horizon. Before we go, what's your take? Are you optimistic about Gencor Industries based on what you know or what you expect from their earnings? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this quick decode helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more straightforward corporate insights. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more exclusive content and discussions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.